Well then, welcome to Great Old Ones Gaming with Cthulhu, and we are starting the Subnautica Below Zero series of videos. And I thought I'd start with a quick walkthrough with what's going on with the game, and some base changes in how the game is different than Subnautica. If you've played Subnautica, then this will be helpful. If not, then you'll just get a little insight into how things are laid out. But it's not really any spoilers, since most of the items will be things you... Oh, did my... Yeah, that just seems to have fallen. And why don't I have power? Oh, now I have power. No power when I started
Power
up.
restored.
Now I gotta
All
pick up
primary systems online.
silly prawn suit falling out of my base.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Well, yes, thank you very much.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay then. Well, they have prawn suits. That's pretty obvious. Standard lockers and moon pools. Got some posters that you can pick up during the game. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't going to show you these. This is the sea truck, and evidently it fell out of the base too. So let me get this fixed real quick before we go in anymore. Come on. There we go. Otherwise it won't charge, and I need it to charge. Oh, I guess not. It's fully charged. Here's the difference. When you put the vehicle panel in, you can name the vehicle. See, it's named Toulouse. But it used to show the name here. And just in the latest patch, they took that out. No name. I don't like that. I like being able to walk in and go, there's my prawn suit. So my sea truck, that's the sea truck cab. Its name is Toulouse Lautrec. I just thought that was a funny joke. You may not. It's alright, no worries. So things that are fairly similar. Moon pools. Lockers. Interior grow beds. They have exterior grow beds. Vehicle. What the heck are these things called again? Have to make me look it up. Yeah, vehicle upgrade console. Oh, I guess maybe I could do that. Let's see. Base pieces are all the same. They've added a couple. Control panel, large rooms, and glass roofs. Those are nice. They've added a new vehicle called the Snow Fox and a snowman, which they have a snowman if you want to build a snowman. They have all the standard items. They have 3 new. For some reason I only got 2 scanned. I'll have to get the other one. I'll explain those in a bit. All the regular interior modules, except for they have 2, basically 3 new ones. They have a jukebox, a recyclotron, and a jukebox speaker. Jukebox works with speakers, but if you want, you can put them up here. And they'll play sounds around your base. Kind of a nice quality of life thing. They have more than 1 bed, or what did they have? 3 beds? Now they've got all, the characters in the games you hear stories from, some of them have their own beds, and you can scan them and build them individually. There's a refrigerator, which I haven't used. I guess I'll have to do that in one of the tech videos, but they also have shower, sink, toilets, a couple of office adornments. And that's basically, I think that's everything.
Seek fluid intake.
Oh, and you need water. As you can see, they have the standard large filtered water. First aid kits, but there's no first aid kit like you used to be able to build one so you could pick those up when you needed them. There isn't one of those anymore. It's not in the list of items. They've changed some of the recipes and added some. Titanium ingots are half now, or half what they used to be. Subnautica was 10 titanium, now it's only 5. Fiber mesh, they have creep vines and the same. Glass is the same, lubricant's the same. Enamel glass has changed. There's no stalkers, so there's no stalker teeth. So they've added lead and diamond to make enameled glass. Plasteel ingot is the same. They've added different plants, so they've made hydrochloric acid uses cotton anemones, which you can find on the map, obviously. Flowering spores and ribbon plants. So those are different, but they're around. Synthetic fibers now uses a spiral plant clipping. And rubies. It has no... I guess they use spiral plant. Aerogel is the same recipe as before. Polyaniline is the same. And they added one hydraulic fluid. Let's see, copper wire still to copper. Batteries now uses a ribbon plant instead of those mushrooms they used to get. Works the same thing though, same ratio. 2 of those ribbon plants in a copper ore. The ion batteries now have lithium in them. So they've added it. That's a little harder to make. But you haven't had lithium, gold, and silver. The power cells are unchanged. The ion power cells are now require a wiring kit instead of the ion batteries and silicon rubber. The computer chips are unchanged. Wiring kits are unchanged. Advanced wiring kits are a little easier. I don't remember what they were, but they're a little easier in this one. They're just a wiring kit and a computer chip. And they have a couple other basically considered quest items. And you get them and build them. They're not a big deal. And the reactor rod's the same. They've added some more food. Water purification tablet, a thermos, and spicy fruit salad. Everything here, tanks are the same. They've got the fins, reinforced dive suit, still suit. Those are all fairly unchanged. Compass, rebreather, first aid kit you can make. I guess you can just make it. You don't need need a device to make it for you. But it is below zero. It's cold, and there are above ground places you get to explore. So they give you a way to make a snowsuit. So I'll go through all that and how to do the snowsuit. And they have a headlamp, which is just glass titanium and ion battery, and the standard pump. I don't think anybody ever uses. They've added a thumper, which is to distract a critter in the map or in the game. A mineral detector, which is fairly interesting. It helps you find things early on in the game. And these spy penguins. This is an interesting addition. It's like a little mini robot that you could drive around and grab stuff, because this game doesn't know how to crouch. So when they got a low ceiling, you can't go in there because you can't crouch down because you're not a human person that has knees or can bend at the waist. So they have this to help you, and it's kind of nice. And a tether tool, I'll go through that later. There's Snow Fox. You pick that up, you just find that from fragments, so it's not a big deal. Same thing with a quantum locker, grav trap, waterproof. Those are all the same. Modules for the sea truck. I'm going to make a video just on the sea truck and all the modules, because that's kind of a big deal. All the prawn suit upgrades are the same, except for there's no hardening. There was that one that increased the hit points or armor of the sea moth or the prawn suit. That's not here in the game, but they have everything else. And there's sea truck. When I do sea truck, I'll go through the upgrades. And Snow Fox upgrades. The modification station is fairly limited. Just swim charms, fins, ultra high capacity tank thermal blade, and some depth increases. Scan room is the same, and I already showed you all this. Let's see, anything else? No, I think that is about all. They have all the same items. But I'll have to go through more. This is just a basic walkthrough of the base. Right, so I have dual moon pools. Those are plants from the map that do different things for you. So dual moon pools. This is called a base plant. Interesting stuff. It's a very pretty map. Very pretty stuff in here. Very colorful. You can't see it. This is the big room. Just walk right into it because I'm used to the base already. They have lantern fruit. They have this. You have this large room, and they've added. No, I don't want that. Go to the bottom, because how you use this is you use the large room partitions and partition door. So I'm not gonna do that. Let's see. weird places. So you can build rooms in here. Come on, you can do it. Nope, I want it somewhere in here. Yeah, fine, whatever. Like this. And, you know, so you can lay out a room in here. So if you want a bedroom, this is where the bathroom pieces come in. You can build it out and put a shower and other things in here. So it's kind of interesting. The big thing for me that was a change was they added glass roofs. Glass roof for this room, which is, I think, fantastic. I think this is a fantastic addition. And they have it for the multi-purpose room. And it gives a domed effect. I'm caught on the rim below me.
Calorie intake recommended.
Oh, now I'm hungry. Okay, fine. Right. And so you get to see out. It's really nice. That's actually the... What is that? God, all of a sudden I get a brain spasm on what this freaking plant is. That's a whale. Oh, that's right, creepvine. Get there. That's the new look of the creepvine. Pretty nice looking. I like that. I think they've done a good job. You could still do... Yes. Yes, and there's a critter way up there. So you can still exterior grow beds, grow your stuff. Alright. But that's what I thought
Welcome aboard, Captain.
fantastic was these glass roofs. And over here I have a stacked... Thank you. A stacked aquarium. And when you put a glass roof on top of a stacked aquarium, it gets a domed roof too. I think it's very aesthetically pleasing. I really do think they knocked that out of the park with this. That's a great job. And one of the most interesting rooms that they've added, besides this big room, and the jet stream of water, what the hell is going on there? Okay, is a control center. In the control center, you actually get a clock. That's nice. You see your structural integrity and how much your power you're putting that is going on, and you can look at each room and how much it gives you power status and structural integrity for each room that you're looking at. All right, and then you can use your WASD keys to drive your base over the camera, and you can look at it on that screen. So that's pretty slick. I think it's a really nice addition. Oh, and the other thing is you can name your base and give it a color. So let me show you. My base is actually yellow. Of course you can't see it anymore. You could see it from over here. See? My base is yellow. I don't know why I made it yellow, but it's yellow. It just shows that color. You can see they have water purification. No, I probably shouldn't have done that. It's going to be noisy now. But I guess while it's running, you can take a look at this room right there. And see how it says negative in red there, 0.85. That means it's that room is taking that much energy up. And you'll see that the power is starting to change. I have thermal generators running to a hotspot, so it's I've got more than enough power to do whatever I need. And these are red because I've turned the power off. That's these two rooms right here. So if you want to turn it on, let me go turn them on. It gets kind of noisy. Yeah, the room takes no power at all, but it makes that kind of noise to start. Okay, so now you see that this room is all lit up. I find the glass is too glary when you have the lights on, so I turn them off. Just personal preference for me. Luckily, it doesn't make all that noise when you turn it off, It's just a normal power off noise. So, let's see what's going on. Oh wow, it got really dark in here. Yeah, okay. It's a little better. You can see the critters. So, one of the other nice things about that they've added to this game is this jukebox. Let's see if I can find a better song. Oh, and you can you can put custom music in. You probably noticed the names weren't like your normal stuff. This song is actually you can find in a disc in the game, but there's instructions on how to take your own custom MP3s and put them in a directory. It's like user Subnautica. It's a little loud. Let me go somewhere. And it'll be available in these systems. The other thing that comes up with this is you get speaker systems, so you can put speakers everywhere. So, and I think I did a sound check with this. I have one speaker here and two at the end. As you see, the music goes from behind to the right, and then it'll fill in again. Speakers, so it actually has glass in that one too. So it actually has sound source in it, so balances off that. It's kind of nice. I mean, for a kind of really interesting addition to the game. So let's see what else. Modification station's the same. It's just the options are different, right? Battery chargers, lockers. They did make a change where you can't stock the lockers up here anymore in the moon pools, which, if you've ever watched my other videos, that's how I did. I basically used the moon pool as my main room and just stacked lockers everywhere, top and bottom. They got a lot more posters, which is kind of interesting. So this is, let's see. Oh, let me go over. Let me turn this off so you guys can hear it better. Pull out the scanning room. The difference here is, if you notice that it says scan range 500 meters, so that's always nice. And you can, let me pull these out. You'll see that it'll drop to 300 meters now. The picture has, the hologram hasn't resized. There we go. The major difference for the scan room is that it doesn't come with cameras. Right? You have to build them in the fabricator here. And I believe it's the same recipe. You just don't get any cameras. So you have to build, if you want one, you got to build it. Which is, yeah, I guess it's okay. I was always had too many cameras. You build a scan room, you get two. You really don't ever use two, so well, I didn't. And then you get them with every single one. So it's kind of crazy. So now, let me put half these back in. See, now it updates. It's 400 meter scan range, and the hologram will change. Give it a few seconds. I don't have a speed, the mod that speeds up the scanning. There we go. Is that going to be in the way? No. Okay, no, this will be fine. So what they've done is, they've made, on a base level, they have an argentite outcrop, which is either silver or titanium. A calvarite outcrop, which is gold or titanium. Crystalline sulfur's around.
Seek fluid intake.
Oh, I'm thirsty again.
Vital signs stabilizing.
They, diamonds are around. You can find them. Galena outcrops gives you lead or titanium. Limestone is copper or titanium. So the different outcrops give you different items. And lithium is just found just in this state, a chunk laying around. It's not in anything, any specific place. You could find them in certain zones, and they're just laying on the ground. There's no large, same with the nickel ore, quartz, rubies. They're in silver. Salt. There's no large salt deposit, right? So you can't mine salt that I've noticed. There's no uraninite crystals. Uraninite crystal. Yeah, that's how you pronounce that. There's no large ones, so you can't mine those. Quartz you can. Nickel you can't. Ruby you can. So that's actually new. They couldn't do that with Ruby in Subnautica. Salt you can. Silver you can. Titanium you can. Lithium you can't. Lead you can't. And I don't think you can. Oh, yeah, you can in diamond. So they've made some changes. And Cheliceraid is a Leviathan that's nearby. Where is he? Yeah, there he is down there. He's nowhere close, right? So it's not that big of a deal. He's just within 400 meters, but he's down there. Alright. So that's base differences in the game. Base differences in the buildings. I have not built a nuclear power plant yet, so I might do one. I might do that soon because that would be part of the tech series. This is just a walkthrough and base changes. I should do one on the animals. These things work exactly the same. But the coffee machine works different. You put coffee in a thermos, and then you drink it, and then you put it back, and then it fills the thermos automatically. It didn't give you a little coffee box like it did before, which I always thought was kind of interesting. This is a major game changer, the Recyclotron, for people who really like to build. I'll go through that in a tech video. Let's see, what else should I do? I don't think there's anything super new to show in this video. This is just base game changes. I think some of them are really nice. I really like the glass roof. That's really nice. It makes that a good looking plant. So yeah, I'm really happy with some of these changes. There's some things I'm not real happy with that I wish they could change, or they would change, but I don't think they're gonna, because the game is gonna go live here in about a month, and right now there's no ending. So this is just I'll just use this game for technology stuff. All right, well, thank you very much, and thanks for joining me, Cthulhu and Great Old One Gaming, and look forward to making a lot more videos for Subnautica Below Zero. Good night.